Day
Okay,
one.
so we're going to build a Quarto website real fast. And we're going to use it to embed a bunch of small Shiny apps trying to leverage shinylive. So this is going to, our goal is to get to a static website that is in appearance of a interactive dashboard, but it's actually just a Quarto website. And each page has its own like iframed embedded uh, subcomponents that are all part of a bigger app. So anyway, uh, Quarto is where you start, and there's like a code command for making websites somewhere, websites, these projects, and you can say creating a website, and yeah, you can do it in RStudio, or you can do it like command line where you just say, you know, create a basic website. But I am just going to copy from one I've already done before because it's so much faster. So I'm going to use, so this is our current working stuff. And we have this app, which is our current Shiny app, which is very large. Let's see what it looks like. I'm in Positron here. If I run this app, is this what this does? No, that's deploy. It's not. Oh, I'll just select all run. Um, we're going to recreate something like this, but it's going to be, um, all right. So this kind of has the look of a website if we open it up. All right, it has all these different things, but we're going to make this where it's a Quarto website. So each of these are Quarto pages, and each page is going to have like a static app. That's the idea. All right, so let's kill this. We're not going to run this anymore. I'm going to steal from one of my class websites I use because it's got a lot of content that I need for making like pages. And so let me take this over to like a downloads folder and just like strip it for parts real quick. Um, wow, that's gigs. This is huge. That's because I copied the whole Git file over, so I don't need any of this. I don't need that. We're gonna keep this workflow because we have an action workflow here that's gonna rebuild the site for us. We're gonna keep our git ignore, which has lots of stuff like this in it. That's good. We don't need any of these things. I don't need variables. I don't need the site. I will keep some of these. This extension, oh, this is just for font awesome. I don't think we're going to use that. And I don't have any common functions I'm going to run. So we're going to really minimize this. Keep a 404 page. Let's keep an about page. Um, let's keep the description folder for some just handling packages. I think this is how I typically, in my workflow, let's see if I did it this way or not. Yeah, it pulls in package dependencies from that description folder. So we're going to keep this, but we're going to call it, this is not this anymore. This is called a website, and we're just going to call it trends website, vehicle trends. That's it. I'll add anything here. I'll add you in a minute once we get going. We're probably not going to need most of this, actually. You know, we're not actually making anything on the site. We're going to do shinylive for all of this. So we're going to just probably get rid of kind of everything. Possibly we could leverage a, a cable table. We'll keep, I don't think we need any of this stuff. Let's just simplify so we don't have extra packages that we're installing. Um, we don't need this. And I think that's it. We'll start with an index page. We'll keep a license. Or I don't think, do we have a README in here already? Oh man, we don't have a README in here. Let's keep that. And then the rest of this stuff. All right, so this is the bare bones of my Quarto site. Let's let's bring this over, kill this manifest. We're not going to build a Shiny app here anymore. We're going to build a Quarto website. So this is the bare minimums of a site. So just to explain what these pieces are, your index page is your landing page. Obviously, this is from my class website. This is this site. You know, if you look at this index page, it has this landing page. So that's what we're looking at here, all that stuff. So we'll update this. Has an about page, 404, like a missing missing page. And then some very small things, but the Quarto YAML is the main site that where you're going to lay out what's in the header, like all the pages you want to render and what the menu looks like. So we have to update all of this to match our vehicle trends thing. So I'm going to just dump all of this into here. Okay, let's not do that part. We might want to see what else we have in the git ignore. Yeah, we have these other things here. So anything that's new here we'll bring over. We have a few extra things here. I just copy pasted it all over here and we'll deal with it later. All right, so now I can go back to this. This is now all here. So I can start editing all these pieces. So I'm going to start with that little git ignore. Get rid of things that are duplicated. That's dupe, that's a dupe. Let's do. So I think we'll keep that. We're going to get rid of the app and we can start thinking about what needs to go in each page. So the landing page, we'll just call this like, welcome to vehicletrends.us. That's going to be the ultimate website page we have. We won't put anything else on that. About, we'll say, this, the about page. Yeah, great. Thanks for helping me there. Code complete. The 404 page, it's not return to home. We'll make this. Oh, this is this icon link. I'm not going to use this. We're just gonna say this doesn't exist, and that's fine. Although I do have my 404 hippo. Maybe I need to bring that over. I have this on all of my class pages. Image 404 hippo. This little hippo here. So we'll make a little images folder. Hippo. He's there. All right. So if we get somewhere where the page doesn't exist, they land on that now. So that's most of it. Now the main thing we want to edit is this Quarto page. We want to render a bunch of QMD pages, and anything that ends in QMD is going to be rendered. We don't have any resources, things that we need to load. I mean, I suppose we could load the data, but I don't think we're going to need to, because I think it's all going to be handled. I'll keep it. It'll be handled later, but this is called vehicle trends. Maybe we could do US vehicle trends or something like that. We don't have a logo yet. That's fine. We don't know what the site URL is going to be yet. It's going to be something. Let's just make it google.com. We'll come back and change that. All of these things will change. We do have a repo though. So this is vehicle trends. No, vehicle trends is our repository. So we have this. This is where the thing's going to live. Description. We'll fill this out later. Whoops. Something. Site name. I'm just going to use that again. This is if we want to use Twitter. We might. Contents. Now we're getting to something. So we have an index. We're probably going to have like about page where we'll put something in here. Like on my site, these are all these little icons. I could use the FAQ one for this icon. So here, we'll call that, and this is the about .qmd, and then everything else, literally everything else here, we will have just a few more pages. Like, so we're going to start with one of these. We need to make a page for every single app. So this app has a bunch of different metrics. Let's start with daily VMT, right? So we might have a page called daily VMT, and that one is going to be like the next one we have. So we'll call this daily VMT, some icon, and then yeah, it already got it. Actually, I like the dash. Let's keep the dash. And that's it. So footer, Oh, I guess we could add some footer here, but let's just put my name for now. We'll come back and update this later. And then we have styles that we can use. So I'm going to start with flatly. I like it. And then we can edit it if we want. If we want to add any other style, we'll add a style.css. Maybe I should take that from my teaching as well. Style. I didn't get that earlier there. Let's throw the style one in here. Header. And I don't have any filters that I'm going to run. All right. I think we have everything we need to make a site. That's a lot in a very short amount of time. About page, index page. We have some basic styling if I want to change it. README. That's going to be our ultimate URL. All right, so let's go with this. Now I can render this guy. So we can say Quarto render, cross our fingers, hope it works. Of course, we're going to have an error right away. We'll have a few of these, I'm sure, as we're figuring out what's wrong here. The 404 page isn't happy, like right off the bat. Oh, some sourcing is common, which doesn't exist. Okay, so let's try it again. And so the way this is working is each of these QMDs are separate web pages. It's going to render each one, and it's created it in this site. So here it is. Now I'm going to say Quarto preview, and I'm going to live preview the website. Welcome to VehicleTrends.us. Say that's my index page, right? So as I edit this page, I can put something here, hit save, and now my site updates right away. So this is really nice. It's like very interactive. I can view my page exactly the way it's going to look and edit things accordingly. So this daily VMT has the same stuff as right here. We don't have anything here yet, but we're going to insert an iframe here. So I've done this little hack before for this science article that I wrote, where I had an index page that embedded this iframe, which is this gigantically long encoded Shiny app. And that app is from shinylive.io. I'm just using shinylive here. So what I was going to do was something like that, but I'm going to embed an iframe as just like a single code chunk. So how best to do this? I'm actually going to go back to my own class because I covered this in class and I never remember the exact syntax, but I have it here. And it's quite easy if I look at my own my own slides. I'm going to grab this chunk to embed something. It's this, right? So this is the chunk for embedding an iframe. And here's what we're going to embed. So the SRC can be this like really long page. So it can be any page I want. Like if I want to have my own like research page, I could put that here, right? This is my personal website. But now, like hopefully this will embed it. Oh, I didn't put it in a chunk. Hang on. That was dumb. So this is our code. And I don't want to view it. I don't think it's gonna. Oh, it is actually going to show it. So I'm going to say echo is false. No, don't show the code. Just embed the thing. Right. So this is my website. Like this is exactly what this is. I'm live viewing my current website, jhelly.com. That's me as an iframe. So we can stick anything we want here now, and we can make this thing, take up. I don't know if I can do 100% on the height or not. No, I have to put a value. So we can make it like 800 tall. Well, that's pretty huge. I don't want it to be that massive. Yeah, maybe 600 for now. So it won't be like obvious that we're actually doing something else here. But the idea is you change this to whatever app component we want. And so for each component, we're going to have, each metric that we're going to compare, we're just going to have another page. So we'll have annual VMT as well. Let's grab that annual VMT, and it'll look like this. So that is our site, and we'll get this popping up in just a minute here. I think. Oh, actually, no, I have to add it here. So I have to add each new page. I have to add it as a new thing. So annual VMT. Well, now that page will appear over here. There it is. So this is decent. And we just update the iframes to each individual little Shiny app that we want. So we have nothing in our apps folder right now, but for each one, what we'll try to do is like parse out components of this and that this current big Shiny app, and we'll try to parse out that little piece and embed it as an iframe using shinylive so that we don't actually have to run a server. So we're kind of done on building a website. I mean, at this point, it's all here. The only thing that I don't like is this sidebar. Like this is from my class website. My own website, I like this over here better. So I might change this Quarto page, the way that this layout is set, which like this is this um, docked style sidebar. I have to go see how I did this on my website real quick. Well, here I can look at this Quarto page side by side. And for this one, how did I do it? It has, this is my nav bar. It just pushes it on the right. So it's just nav bar right about, like this is the piece I need. So I can change this to something like this. And I think I can say search. I'm not sure if I can do that. Is search over here? Oh, I have it over here. So I can put it up top. I can make a separate search command. I like both of those underneath this repo URL. And then I don't have to have search here. Good. So instead of that, I have this. We already have the about, so we'll just go like that. So now it's going to change. Like this whole thing's going to look pretty different in just a moment, hopefully, if it didn't error. Duplicate mapping keys. I've got 2 keys somewhere. Oh, description. Search. Oh, I've got 2. Okay, that's fine. But now this looks totally different. So my header, I don't need a home. US Vehicle Trends is the home page. So this is my index. I have an about, I have a daily, and I have annual VMT. So I have each of these little things. So you can write plain text about what is this thing about. And each metric, I'm going to have a new iframed out page that's allowing me to see my whole dashboard. So that's most of it. I'm gonna commit this right now, and it's searchable, so that's good. I'm gonna commit this right now as an initial starting point. So this is a lot of stuff in here, but the site is ignored. Okay, so we're gonna call this a init Quarto website. And then from here, how much time do I want to spend trying to actually parse out these apps? I mean, maybe we could do this really quick. I could take a copy of this and put it into the apps, and let's just try to do daily VMT first. And let's just see if I can get this little component. This is where I'm not going to continue anymore. I'm going to have Claude hash this for me. And I don't want to fiddle with this. This is a complex Shiny app with lots of pages. I just want to minimize it down to a app that only has a single page with the minimal uh, data required to show the daily VMT content. Remove all other content. And let's see if it can hash this out. I don't know if it's going to understand. Oh, wait, it's going to be really confused because now it's thinking about the whole project and it's going to go, it might actually edit that app file. Hold on. It's got to figure out like everything. I should say, I think I can tell it to stop. I can interrupt it. I want to say, uh, well, at just the app daily .r file. Oh, escape. I didn't escape it. There. So hopefully it will just read that. Yeah, it's apps. Oh no, I've exceeded my max tokens. Like this file is too huge. It can't even read the whole thing. Um, this current app is so massive. It's 3,000 lines of code. It's reading it in pieces, and it's having to figure out like what is in this. Um, we'll see if it can sort through enough and understand um, what I want it to do. It is getting that we're understanding the Parquet files and stuff. In the meantime, I mean, one of the things I know I'm going to have to do for this to work with shinylive is, we're still doing this, and we're going to need to go here and get the data files directly. So things like the daily VMT, um, this guy, I'm not sure, are we using this still, or are we using something else? Yeah, quantiles. It's still reading into quantiles. So we might have to get that this link. I'm gonna have to like change it to that or something, but we'll see if it can sort through this. If this doesn't happen in like the next 5 minutes, we'll just stop here because this is enough to work from. I think the goal is pare this down to like a single simple app, get it up on shinylive, and replace it with this. So if we get that app working, then we can grab the link. I can just do this right now, and we can update like the daily VMT to be that. And now when I say Quarto render, it's gonna um, like be like this, right? So we have a shinylive app embedded in our Quarto website. Here it is. So it'll be something kind of akin to this, the way this looks. And this is the idea. I think we have a shinylive inside this, so the user sees this. It feels no different. The only annoying thing is it's going to have to load. Every time you change pages, it has to load, and that can be slow. Um, but the user sees a website that feels like a dashboard, but really it's like a bunch of different pieces. So I don't know if it's going to figure this out or not. I'm just going to tell it to just YOLO it, let it rip, let it start making. Yeah, it's making a simple app now. Um, I do not want it to actually run this app. So I'm going to try to run it myself and see if it'll um, run it as a simpler app. Yeah, fantastic. So we have just, wow, that worked remarkably well. Yeah, look at this. It actually was able to sort this out and get these things. So fantastic. Let's tell it now. So this was my, whoa, that was not what I wanted. I'm gonna have to get this copy clean link and tell it, um, no. I said no. I want it. I can't see the thing. Escape to exit here. Um, and you update all data in the app to use data hosted on the repo for this project. For example, that. And now it's going to go through and update these things with hopefully, yep, got it. We got this. I think we're probably pretty close. This is still like a lengthy app. It's 600 lines of code. Like we can probably pare this down to be something a lot simpler, but if I run it now, that's looking pretty good um, as an app. And I don't think it has a ton of dependencies. It looks like it's mostly stuff that we know, except arrow. This possibly could be the thing that breaks it. But I think this stuff is all allowed. Like I think that's all here. So we can try this, see if this will launch. My biggest fear is that arrow may not be supported yet because arrow's like, yeah, see, requested air package arrow is not found in WebR. So let's see if it can find it. I'm hosting this on shinylive, which uses WebR. The arrow package isn't supported yet. Is there another R package that can parquet files is supported by WebR? I I don't know. I mean, I really don't know if we're going to be able to get around that. Otherwise, we just have to save the file as a CSV and read it in as a CSV, and that'll work. Nano parquet. What? Fantastic. Like there's a nano parquet package for reading in just parquet files. So it doesn't have to require all of Arrow. That is cool. Which prefer CSV is most compatible. It's more compact. Oh, you're right. I could get a larger file size and make it RDS. Instead of Arrow. It still doesn't work with WebR to a WebR friendly format like our CSV. So possibly, I mean, we can try this. I don't think it's going to work. We're gonna have the same thing. It's probably going to say WebR package. You don't have what? Font. We don't have fonts. Oh, we're still doing this stuff. I don't think we can actually specify fonts um, using using this. So this is still not gonna work. Some of this is gonna work, but we're still gonna have trouble with Parquet files, and I think this is gonna be. Oh wait, hey, we got somewhere. Okay, so now we're still working, except we can't get the Parquet files still. Um, um, it actually looks like it is working, um, but it's not allowing me to get. Yeah, and I think Nano Parquet is here, but it's saying I can't get this URL. So we're actually we're working now. Like this is um all good. It can't get this data. Um and I'm wondering why this is like listed as a reactive. Like this is probably code that needs to be improved because this could just be read in one time and it doesn't need to be reactive. Um read Parquet, this doesn't have to download it. Oh, I see. It did this. Claude did this. it was reading it as a temporary file, trying to download it and then read it, and it can't read directly from here. So I think this is like a limitation um, of nano the way Nano Parquet works. I don't think I even have it installed. Um, Nano Parquet? No, I don't. So let's try this. Um, Read Parquet. Let me see if I can get whoops this to work. Yeah, it can't open it. So we can try this and try doing this like temp file nonsense and then see if this works. Huh. So that worked. That worked. So what we need to do is just pull this out. We're gonna do it this way. Yeah. Why didn't it auto? Okay. So this is yeah, there. Great. So we can load the data, get a temp file, create it, and then this thing is come on. Yeah. We're just gonna have the reactive down here reading this quantiles. It doesn't need to be as data frame. I don't think that's necessary. So it's just gonna do this and then return the data. All right, let's see if this goes. Will it go as a Shiny app if I run it myself? Yeah, so it's working here. And all I want to do is now see if I can get this to work here. Might have still messed up the font thing. Yeah, I can't do this. Let's not do that then. Let's go back up here and try it one more time. See if the font issue works. If this doesn't work, then we have to move to something. We're just gonna have to go like, yeah, so you can't download. So I think this solution works on my machine, but like on shinylive, you can't download a temporary file, and there's no way to do this. So we're gonna have to fix this another way. Like we're still gonna have to end up converting this to CSVs probably and read in the CSV. I don't think there's any other way to do this. So I'm gonna have to do something like this. I'm still gonna come in here and edit it over here, but this is gonna just have to be like read.csv. Um, and it's gonna be the data URL. That's it. Um, this is the only way I think we can make this work. I'm gonna have to convert this to a CSV, push it to GitHub, and then that's it. So I can remove this. So unfortunately, um, I gotta kind of like let me revert all of this and just save it. Hang on. All right, so I actually have the thing that I want now. Here it is. I'm gonna save it as a CSV instead. So write CSV. This guy as, and it's gonna be quantiles deviant CSV. Yeah, really annoying. So we've added this. How big is this thing that we just stuck in here? Probably huge. Uh, Not bad at all. Why am I thinking this was going to be so massive? It's actually pretty tiny. So let's just stay working on daily MT app. So now if I go back to this approach, this thing should be there now. Like this file should exist, and I should be able to just read it in. Yeah, it's a data frame. Um, and there it is. So now let's try it. Now let's try this here. See if we can actually get the data. I don't know if it's gonna. I might need to like reset this thing. Um, let's just do this. Start over here so it doesn't break everything. Nope, it didn't get it yet. Oh man, I'm still not it's still not happy with this. It's still not, able to get this for some reason. Like this exists, so I know it's there. Um, hmm. Anyway, well, we're struggling to get this app to run, but this is the idea, of once that's done, we just update this with whatever this link is, and that will update on the website. So I think we're done. I'm going to stop the recording. I might just post this to YouTube or something so you can see how all this works. But the main idea is each page, like annual VMT or daily VMT, will be the same kind of thing where we're just embedding uh, something like this. And the goal is to break apart the app into little apps. So the app needs to be as simplistic as possible. We need to go through here and like really remove all kinds of stuff that's not necessary. Anything that's um, not absolutely necessary, using read.csv instead of read underscore CSV, because that's one less package we have to depend on. And, you know, this one does work, but it's still having issues here where it's having trouble reading in the data. So we'll eventually get there. All right, I will stop now. Somehow. I don't know where my meeting controls are. I can't like stop the recording. There it is.